Continuing from the previous scene, the poignant image of Axion appeared before Hillis, causing her tears to flow uncontrollably. It seemed that those memories once again blossomed within her, haunting her like a ghost from the past. But as she experienced these emotions, Hillis felt as though she had lost something along the way. Sensing her distress, the king decided to recount a tale of the 4 royal guardians to Hillis. They had divided the king's heart into 4 pieces, thus passing down the strength of the noble houses to future generations. However, there was something special about Hillis. All the light seemed to converge upon her, and the power she possessed came directly from the king. While the 4 noble houses held sway over this land, each bore their own burdens. Nevertheless, Hillis' purpose was born for moments like these. The king believed that pure human emotions would lead Hillis astray. With a wave of his hand, he made those things disappear before Hillis' eyes, hoping she could put an end to everything once and for all. The two had been in a cold war for so long, but today seemed destined to erupt into open conflict. They exchanged words, but it was all just a pretext for their impending clash. Axion immediately launched an attack on his own mother. However, all his efforts were easily thwarted because she had also absorbed the tears of Kaliasha. This was truly a battle between 2 ascended beings. Despite his best efforts, Axion found himself outmatched by his mother's wealth of experience. Sensing the dire situation, Axion questioned his mother about why she kept the body of the Kaliasha family. With that innocent question, his mother answered truthfully. It was for research purposes, to become stronger. Seizing the opportunity, Axion struck swiftly and shifted away. In the blink of an eye, he held his own father in his hands. This was also his mother's weakness. With Axion's unwavering determination, he didn't hesitate to confront her, even if it meant facing his own father. His mother, helpless, accepted Axion's sealing of her powers. It was a lesson from Axion to his mother about losing someone crucial to oneself. 10 days had passed since Hillis fell into a coma. Axion questioned Hillis' maid, but she remained silent. However, as soon as he opened the door, the girl he loved appeared before him, but she was different now. Her fiery red hair and lifeless eyes left Axion speechless. Facing Axion, Hillis seemed devoid of any emotions. This was a shock to Axion. Hillis asked him if he still found joy in her absence of love. Hearing this left a void in Axion's heart. Since Hillis woke up, she seemed like a completely different person. She no longer cared about eating or sleeping. Facing the magic mirror, she used to travel to different places only with Axion, but now a simple touch was enough for the mirror to take her away, leaving Axion alone and bewildered. As she wandered the halls, memories now easily manipulated by Hillis, sudden mutations appeared, yet Hillis effortlessly waved her hand to make them disappear. Violetta witnessed this scene, taken aback by the display. After everything was settled, Hillis returned home, immediately receiving Axion's affection. But perhaps everything should end here? Touching Axion, they shifted to the garden, then to the cliff, yet there was no emotion or entanglement. They returned to the balcony, where Axion gazed at the bells of fate. Hillis asked if he could smile like before. Hearing this, tears streamed down Axion's face. He hoped that Hillis could bid him farewell with her own hands. He had endured too much pain for this love, every effort made to cherish each day Hillis could be by his side. Hillis also knew that the curse of his lineage was love, a deadly weakness passed down through generations. Hillis gave him a gift, to forget memories of her. The shattered pieces dispersed, leaving Axion in turmoil. Now the moment had arrived, whether Hillis would return to her roots or if the Kaliasha family would officially ignite war. Violetta was officially appointed as the head of the family. Everyone bowed before her except for one person, Turzo. He had arranged everything. Violetta and the clan leader were surrounded, yet Violetta had prepared for this. Surprises followed one after another as Chris appeared out of nowhere, pushing back everyone. With Turzo's curse plan, Violetta's only option was to flee. Fortunately, Kolidai helped Violetta hide nearby, but Turzo soon caught up. He revealed all the truths. Everything he did was to help Violetta. This was a complete whitewash. Without a second thought for Violetta, he immediately went after Kolidai. To end everything and fall alongside his last hope, hoping the girl he loved would forgive him for everything he had done. Returning to Axion, after having his memories erased by Hillis, he couldn't recall the name Hillis in Odin. Fortunately, his loyal guard continuously reminded him of her, which helped Axion break the seal. He immediately shifted to the Four Seasons forest, where everyone was fleeing, reminiscent of the scene Hillis once created in her 7th life. Every step felt heavy, yet he persisted in searching for Hillis. After a moment, he found her, words choked in his throat, pleading for her not to leave him. But Hillis just smiled at him, knowing this would be the last time she could see the one she loved. And with a farewell, Hillis teleported to the place of the king. The time had come, the convergence point of the kings had been passed down. Hillis now officially became the ruler of this land. Or perhaps, she could be seen as a deity. Along with the last wish of the previous king, she hoped Hillis would free herself from this endless loop. And Hillis herself chose to end this reign of power, so there would be no gods or kings ruling this land anymore. Grasping the star in the sky, the gears of time instantly shifted. Everything began to change gradually. But all origins and curses from the 4 clans were related to the death of that king. With the power and the final peace, Hillis changed the world once again. Where she could find her own happiness. That vision was the time when Axion was young. Everything seemed like a dream to him. But something lingered within him. What was that happiness when he couldn't forget that girl? After reconstructing the world and ending Hillis' existence, in a miraculous way, she was able to return to her childhood. What was special about this life, unlike those miserable ones, was that everything was peaceful now. In this world, there were not only simply 4 major clans. Now, Enoden was just one of the 48 clans. And she was the last child of the Enoden family. In a blink of an eye, we arrived at a banquet in the palace. Axion was socializing with other families when he accidentally caught sight of that pink hair. The muse he had always searched for in his dreams was now standing before him. Axion immediately chased after her, but in an instant, Hillis fled. But no matter how she ran, she couldn't escape her destiny. Axion grasped Hillis' hand. At this moment, Hillis also realized why she was brought back to this world. Because this was the most beautiful ending she always wanted to give Axion. And this is also the end of this emotionally charged manhwa series. Thank you all for following and accompanying Koi Recap. Stay tuned for more exciting and captivating recaps. Peace.